I'm Sarah and I am Functional Rustic. Today's Functional Rustic DIY tutorial is on how to make Moisturizing Stress Relief Dough. Joining me today for my tutorial are three of the Muscovy ducklings of Functional Rustic, and you may also see Valencia Mermal the dog wandering around behind me. Making this dough is super easy and involves ingredients you probably already have laying around the house. Specifically, flour, hand lotion, and bath oil. Baby oil works too, and possibly even olive oil, but I haven't checked that out yet. So, let's get started. As you can see, this particular dough is white, but you'll soon learn that you can have it in different colors. This is green, this is red. I had 4 drops of food coloring for each of these if you want to get an idea of what it's going to turn out like. When you're done with the dough and you want to store it, put it into Ziploc bags or some other airtight container so that it'll stay soft. So while I get this put away, why don't you run over and grab your flour, hand lotion, and bath oil. Now this project I discovered while I was attempting to make some DIY slime for my 2-year-old nephew. His birthday party is tomorrow. However, all of the ingredients necessary for the slime I didn't have. So when attempting to find other ingredients that were the same textures, I accidentally made this. So here we go. Let's grab some of that lotion. I happened to pick up this stuff at the dollar store. This is fresh aloe vera, so it has a slight smell of aloe vera to it. If you'd like your dough to be scented, use the scented lotion. Now I just eyeball what I do, but I would suspect this is probably about 1/3 of a cup of lotion, maybe up to 1/4. So I've got about 1/3 cup of lotion here. I want to dye this one blue, so I'm going to get out my blue food coloring and put in 1, 2, 3, 4 drops of blue. If you don't want yours to be colored, don't put in food coloring. Oh. Alright, so I've got lotion and blue food coloring and some adorable ducks down there. And now I add the flour. I'd recommend probably about a cup, maybe start with half a cup and add it in there. I don't measure when I do my DIY, so we're just going to do some handfuls. I'm going to start with 1 handful and 2 handfuls. Alright, and now we just mix it together. This is such an interesting sensation. And what I love about this project is my 2-year-old nephew could complete it, as can adults. Oh, it's fun for everybody. Now all I'm really doing is squishing it together. It is such an interesting sensation. And the more I squish it, the more it gets the texture of like a cookie dough, and ultimately that's what we're going for. So I'm just squeezing, squeezing, and the more that I squeeze this, the more the blue coloring comes out. You take a look at it right now, you can see it's starting to look kind of blue. It's a little streaky, but the more I squish it, the more blue it's going to get. Alright, squish, squish, squish. Alright, got some loose stuff on my hands. Clean it off here. There we go. Alright, squish, squish. Alright, I've got a pretty good texture here. I do have a little bit loose in the bowl, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. You get the idea. So now I've got what's kind of like a dry Play-Doh, I guess. So I'm going to want to put a hole with my thumb right there in the middle. And then I grab my Skin So Soft. I have Avon reps in the family, so that's what we use. And now I pour in the oil. If you're measuring, I'd recommend probably about 1 teaspoon of oil. You can always add more. And I'm also going to bring my bowl back. This will probably spill out, but I just fold it in. There we go. Push it. Again, you're really just kneading the dough. Just keep squishing it in your fist. That's better. There. Squish. Now it's really starting to get blue, and it's not sticky like it was before. Now, I don't like the texture of this. This personally is a little too dry for me. So I'm just going to get a little more of the lotion. Squeeze it in there. Oh, that's a lot more lotion. All right. So I'm going to just keep squeezing it. All you're doing is mixing the lotion and the flour until it gets to be a real nice, I guess, a Play-Doh consistency or like a stiff coffee dough. Add a little more of the flour. I'm loving the color of this blue though. Oh, and what's great about this activity is not only is it an easy activity for kids and helps them learn dexterity, but I was reading recently that for the elderly that are experiencing early dementia signs, a lot of times their fine motor skills start to go. And an activity like this helps them do that. They get to mix it together and they're being active. It's also really great for grip strength and if you have arthritis, working on stuff, because it's not a very, it's not a really hard thing to do. You just kind of squeeze it so you can work on grip strength and not bust out your bad joints. All right, so I'm liking how this is, except that it's still a bit on the sticky side now that I added that extra lotion. So I'm going to get my oil here. Bam. And we're going to mix in a bit more oil. Okay. Oh, that's a lot better. Okay. Look at that. All right, so now at this point, if you wanted to be done with the project, bam, you've got yourself a blue stress relief ball. And because it is just lotion and flour, each time you squish it, you are moisturizing your hands. And how cool is that? All right, but I am not done yet. I want to add glitter. So what I'm going to do is just like I did for the oil. I'm going to make a little bowl, and I am going to add my glitter. And if you're measuring it out, I would suggest probably about a teaspoon. And you can always add more. So I've got some golds, and I've got some silver. All right, and now we're just gonna fold it in so it's all squished out. That way when I go, bam, I don't have a bunch of glitter. Oops, sorry, I flipped it over. I don't have a bunch of glitter that's popping out. So you just knead it in. You keep folding it in on itself until all of the glitter gets distributed. And when you first do it, it's going to look like it's really clumping up, but as long as you keep squishing it, it will evenly distribute. Now I know you're wondering, Sarah, aren't you going to have glitter all over your hands every time you squeeze it? And surprisingly, no. I'm not really sure why it doesn't get all over your hands, but once you've got it kneaded into the dough, it stays in the dough. So you don't have to worry about looking like a stripper every time you use this. All right. Here, I will get a close-up for you. Click. All right, the dough is kind of sticking to my hands here, but it comes off very easily. All right. How cool is that? Yeah, you can see the glitter in there. Ooh, and then it just squishes. But every time I squish it, I can feel my hands are being moisturized. And they're even smelling like the lotion smells. So, yeah, with just a little bit of flour, some hand lotion, Skin So Soft, I've made myself a perfect little DIY stress relief dough. see more tutorials or more videos of the ducks, go to functionalrustic.com.